Today we will be talking about techniques which we are using in electric vehicle industry for the building of batteries. So so welding techniques in lithium ion battery. So as we all know, whenever we have to develop a battery pack, first we arrange the cells in a particular arrangement, which is called parallel and series arrangement of the cells. So in that particular arrangement, we arrange all those cells to make a module or to make a battery pack. And later on, we have to connect those all cells accordingly. Like for example, if we have five cells in parallel and five cells in series, then accordingly we have to connect this electrically with the help of a bus bar. Okay. So this bus bar and the cells used to be connect via some different techniques, and those all techniques we will be talking about today. So what is happening? So whenever we have to do any welding, like we have various methods of welding in the industry, like we have arc welding, gas welding, laser welding, this TIG welding, MIG welding, lot of kinds of weldings are there, spot weldings are there, but very few of them we use in the electric vehicle industry for the particularly to make a interconnection between cells and the bus bar. So doing so, we face many challenges. Like we have to think about whenever we do a welding between the cell and the bus bar, then at those all spots, the resistance and all should be very less. Okay, then their bonding, their joints should be very strong. Okay, this there should not be any fatigue in fatigue should be happen, not should be happen in those all area. Okay, compatibility of material we have to think. Actually you all know ki in gas welding or in arc welding what usually happen, only similar material can be get weld. Okay, but in electric vehicle, whenever we talk about battery pack, there are versatile, there are various types of materials have been used, and sometimes there are dissimilar material which we need to weld. Okay, so those all things we have to think about, and accordingly we have to select a particular welding technique. Okay, so those all welding techniques we will be talking about. So mainly in electric vehicle industry, there are three types of welding techniques which are mostly used, which are resistance spot welding, ultrasonic welding, and laser beam welding. These three types of welding techniques, which are versatile and which are mostly used in the battery pack application, in the battery pack, this cells and bus bar welding application. Okay, so one by one, we will be talking about. Okay. So first one is resistance spot welding. So I will just give you an idea, but what is happening, this resistance spot welding is the oldest method of welding in the electric vehicle industry, in the battery pack application. Okay, and this is widely used in the battery pack manufacturing. Okay, so in this one what is happening, I will just give you this universal example. So this is a universal kind of resistance spot welding machine. So what is happening, there is a two electrode, this upper one, this brown color, and lower one, brown color one. So these two are the electrodes which particularly made up of copper. Okay, and in between these two we have two strips of metal. You can able to see this one is one strip, and this one is another strip. So with some particular force we clamp this between two electrodes, and we pass some current, some particular current we pass. Okay, and due to this resistance of this material, some heat have been developed, and due to that heat, these two materials, these two strips particularly got welded. Okay, but when we have to make a bonding on cell and bus bar, so suppose this is a cell top, this one, and this is a bus bar, then this kind of electrode arrangement will not be possible. correct. So that's because we can't go inside the cell and do the welding. So for that application, that particular application, a special arrangement of these two electrodes which are in parallel, okay, like this two arrangements have been done. Now what is happening, with particular some force, we clamp this bus bar onto the cell surface and some current have been flowed. So suppose for example this is first electrode and this is second electrode. So current will be coming from this. Due to some resistance, heat will be generating, okay, this and then this weld nugget will form. These two particular sheets, these two particular material will get weld, and then this current will flow through this electrode, okay. So this is a normal overview of resistance spot welding. This is the way the spot welding happens on the bus bar and the cell. So in a real image, you can see, so this is our cell, and this one a long strip kind of thing is there. That is the bus bar. Onto that, two electrodes are there. Okay, two electrodes are there, and some particular current, okay, is flowing through that. So it will come, and due to this current and this two material will possess some resistance, and due to that resistance this material will get melt, and they will be forming a joint which we call weld nugget, okay. So this is the resistance welding. In resistance welding, what is the drawback? This could be used on welding of similar material. When the two material which used to get weld, both material similar, their material is similar, then only this application could be used. The advantages of this technique is this is very widely used. This is very like one of the cheapest method, particularly in the battery industry. This is one of the cheapest method to weld the cell and bus bar. Okay. Second one, we have ultrasonic welding. This is also one of the way to make a bond between cell and the bus bar, and this is some, you can say, some advanced technique if we compare this to resistance laser welding. In resistance laser welding, one of major drawback is whenever we do this welding, spot welding, a huge amount of heat have been generated, and we all know that heat is not good for the cell. And since suppose this is the cell tab, this is the cell tab, so this cell tab is here. So whenever this heat will be formed, so this tab is very, normally it will be metal and they are good conductor of heat. So this particular heat will be going inside the cell, and that is not good for the cell, right? So this is one of the heat generation is one of the drawback, okay. And second drawback is only similar material could be weld. But if we talk about advantage, they are very cheap, like compared to other techniques. They are cost effective and widely used in the electric vehicle industry, particularly in India, China, and this kind of countries. Second one, as we mentioned, ultrasonic welding. So in ultrasonic welding, what is happening, we have a sonotrode. Okay, so this is an anvil, a stationary. This used to hold the material, and there is a sonotrode. That is, you can say, head of this machine, ultrasonic welding. There will tool will be there. So that tool is called sonotrode. Okay, so what will be happening? That particular sonotrode will come here, and it will vibrate at a particular frequency, and due to that vibration, what will be happening, the particular bond of these two material will get break, and these two will get welded, okay. So this is the major function of the ultrasonic welding technique. Okay, so this is ultrasonic welding. One of this derivative of this ultrasonic welding technique is called ultrasonic wire welding. So same as ultrasonic welding. So what is happening, you can see here. So what will be happening, suppose here this welding is happening. So in head, one wire will be there. So this anvil will be holding the wire, and at again onto the wire, if at particular frequency, this sonotrode will be vibrating. Okay, and due to that, some plastic deformation will be happening, some bond, this molecular level bond will be breaking, and in that particular moment, within the moment, this welding will be happen. So similarly, in wire welding, wire bonding, what will be happening, this suppose there will be a anvil will be there, that anvil will be holding the wire, and the tool which we call sonotrode, that tool will be vibrating on this wire, and due to this at some particular frequency, this will be vibrating, and some deformation will be happening, and later on this will get weld over here. Okay, so this is called ultrasonic wire bonding. Okay, so both are ultrasonic application. So this is ultrasonic welding, and this is called ultrasonic wire bonding. Okay. So for better understanding, you can see here this real image. So what is happen? This one is this black one is anvil, which is holding the wire, and then this inside this you can see a sonotrode here, which will vibrate on that surface at some particular frequency, and welding will be happen. Okay, so this is very advanced form of welding compared to a spot welding or other welding technique. But and major advantage is that heat is not generated in this, like heat generates, obviously any welding heat will be generated, but very less amount of heat will be generated in this technique. So that's why this is considered as a very safe technique for the welding. But the second this cost and all is very high. This machine, particularly these machines, are very costly. And one more advantage is that apart from this heat generation, these machines are very fast. You can be able to make one particular bond in within 1 second. Okay, so that level of a fast method that is there, and accuracy wise also these machines are very accurate. If we talk about resistance spot welding, their accuracy are quite low compared to other welding techniques, but in ultrasonic welding machine, the accuracy, like where it need to be bond, okay, that accuracy is very good, around 20 microns, 10 microns, like that. Okay, so this is the level of accuracy in the ultrasonic welding and the ultrasonic wire bonding. The third method is laser beam welding. Okay, so as name suggests, key laser is used to make this weld. So how this happen? So in laser welding, laser beam welding, or simply laser welding, what we can say, a beam is there. Okay, you can see this laser beams are there, which these all laser beams pass through a particular lens. Okay, and this lens concentrate all the winds at a particular place. Okay, and due to that high heat have been generated, and that due to that heat, well, this metal get diffuse, like the first this metal will get melt, and it will diffuse in second material, second tab. Suppose for example, two this one material is this one, and in below one more material is there, so the upper one will get melt, and it will get diffused in second one. Okay, so that is the way this laser welding will be happening. Similar to this ultrasonic welding, laser beam welding is very like this is one of the costliest type of costliest type of the welding techniques which we are using in the battery industry. But this is, again, this is more faster than ultrasonic welding machine, and this is more accurate compared to other welding techniques. Okay, so if you can see the real image, then what will be happening, this will be the laser beam source, and inside that this lenses and all will be there, and due to that a particular concentrated beam will be attacking on this place where the welding needs to be happen, and there due to high heat of beam. Okay, high this heat have been generated due to high concentration of the lights. Okay, and due to that heat will be generated, and this upper material will get melt, and it will get diffused in the lower material, and via this two material which to get weld. So this is the laser beam welding. So thank you for this session.